This playthrough is rated M for mature.
The Dwarven King's heart is soft, but his axe is sharp. And his adopted daughter, Catibri, a deadly archer, destined to be a leader. They will resist. The newly crowned king of the red-haired barbarians, Wulfgar, son of Beornagar. If he can master his rage, he will be dangerous. Drizzt Do'Urden, the Drow outcast. Few can match his deadly speed. He could be the key to everything. They care for each other. Something to be exploited, perhaps. But their bond is strong. Regardless, they failed to secure the shard from that fool, Kessel. It's out there, exposed, for the taking. And now, it will be mine. Mine.
Well, an interesting opening. Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare here with another First Impressions, and this time it's Dungeons & Dragons Dark Alliance instead of Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance. At the time of this recording, I'm almost done with Chapter 2 of Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance, and I got this in the mail, and I was like, you know what, let's see what the hullabaloo is about. I've heard some mixed things about, mainly negative for the most part. This is a unupdated version of the game, so this is straight out of the box, so no updating it online, the 11 gig patch or whatever. So we're gonna see all the fun stuff that's wrong with the game. I've heard enemy AI is weird, high drops at low levels, stuff like that. It seems like this takes place. Oh, yeah, I have my network turned off at the moment. I didn't want to mess with it, but yeah, this is a multiplayer game where you can play online. Unlike the other Baldur's Gate, which is more couch co-op. You know, remember back in the day where you had to sit next to another person to play. But nothing wrong with online play. It's just another way to get people together. So it looks like the game is based on the Crystal Shard series by R.A. Salvatore, or Salvatore, I forgot how you pronounce it. But yeah, the Crystal Shard was a series of books where they were in Icewind. Actually, I think it was just the title of the first book. It was in Icewind Dale, and like a wizard got a hold of this powerful crystal shard that created like this tower, and the group had to come together to defeat him. And then the shard kept being a nuisance for like the series of books. I think it came. I think it came back in pieces. Like other people got a hold of the shard, but it basically became kind of inert because of what happened to it. That certain parties decided to basically hoard it or hold on to it, like another dark elf, for those who are familiar. Although it's been a while since I read the books, I may be missing some small details. Let me check some of the options here really quick. I have the vibration off, so I don't have to worry about that. Let's see. We got different types of attacks in this game, so different from the Baldur's Gate version. Aiming is pretty... probably for like a Catibri or something like that, which... What was that description of her? Destined to be a leader? Never once in the books did she ever want to be a leader of the dwarves at all. Like she was like one of those free-willed, like, I want to go adventuring types who she would help her adopted dad, but she didn't want to be a leader. I don't know where that came from. Even in the later books, when but like right before the end, like it didn't. wasn't like that, so I don't know what they're implying there. But let's see, ultimate. Okay, evade, jump. So yeah, you got all the standard modern day sensibilities through action games. Okay, what we got graphics wise? Let's see. Yeah, I have a weird setup in my room, so sometimes I have to turn brightness up a bit higher than I normally would, just because I have trouble seeing in certain conditions. So, yeah, it says without the symbol in the back, so. Yeah, I think I might make it a little bit brighter just so I can actually see. And visible inclusion. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. Sound. Let's turn the master volume down a smidge. Let's see. Yeah, let's go. Turn down the sound effects just a tiny bit. I'll leave the dialogue on just because I usually want to hear that if it's. Oh yeah, technically I am playing on headphones, so yeah, let's set it up with that. Voice chat. Well, I'm not doing any chatting or anything like that, so that doesn't matter since I'm not online. See, these are all kind of like Baldur's Gate did have kind of a numbers thing, so I guess this isn't much different from that version. Camera shake. Not really a big fan of that. That could make me slightly sick, depending on how I'm doing. Oh, I'm gonna get nauseous, basically. Yeah, we'll leave that. Accessibility. Sprint mode. Oh, usually you have to press it, so I'd rather hold it. Subtitle background. Oh, so we can actually read the subtitles. There we go. No, I'm not colorblind. At least I'm not aware of. Oh, and that's all the Lego stuff. Don't steal the game. Blah, blah, blah. Original character. Do not steal. You know, so. Okay. So, yeah, I think this takes place after the first series of books where the group goes adventuring for the most part. This might even be after the first book or whatever. So yeah, Caddy is okay. So we got the most famous character in one of the most famous characters in Forgotten Realms, Drizzt Do'Urden, or I've heard people say Drizzit, even though there's no I in his name. So I usually say Drizzt Do'Urden, but I mean I've heard in other games people pronounce it differently. I don't know how I think RA did a thing on it, like how it's supposed to be pronounced, like a long time ago, but I forgot what he said in the article. Yeah, Drizzt was the poster child for 2nd edition D&D for the longest time, especially because of the books. And his series of books were probably the most famous out of all the D&D books. There were some others that were pretty good as well, some Dragonlance series of books that were really popular, but those were Dragonlance. That wasn't Forgotten Realms. Drizzt Do'Urden is a drow, dark elf, so for those who played or watched my other series, I'm dealing with the dark elves at that point. But yeah, he's basically left the dark elf society because of his father raised him a bit differently than the other drow, so he didn't have the sense of, hating the upper world or his negative feelings and everything like that. So he ended up. There was a series of books of him basically leaving the Underdark and how he got to Icewind Dale, which is where the Crystal Shard series takes place. Although you can tell that if you read the Ice Shard trilogy or the Shard trilogy, Crystal Shard trilogy, and then you read his books, which are supposed to take place before, there's some weird inconsistencies and the writing style is slightly changed because they were written after the Crystal Shard, so trying to fill in some gaps, and there's some slight inconsistencies in between, but nothing that breaks the story or anything like that. Anyway, he left it, went up above, and eventually lived in Icewind Dale, and then eventually befriended Bruenor and the group and everything like that, and he's been with them for quite a long time until... there was a series of books, and then at some point times changed and he had to leave those friends behind, and he had his own series of books after that. That was the transition from 3rd and 4th edition, which I heard R.A. Salvatore is not a fan of that because of because those characters were Dungeons & Dragons specific. Even though he created them, they had leeway in what stories they had to be told, and they had to tell. They said they had to do a specific type of story, and he was. From what I heard, he didn't like that. So, but I don't want to say any more for spoilers. But yeah, he's a ranger, does 2 weapons, and he can get stealth and crazy fighter. I think in D&D he's supposed to be like 12th level in the books or something like that, but that changes. But yeah, drow ranger, Kiata good. He worships the goddess Maliki. Used to kind of worship Wolf, but only because his race did. So he's a duelist assassin. Although I don't know, Drizzt would really call himself an assassin, because that's considered. What was his rival in the books called now? There was a rival who was an assassin who tried to kill Drizzt multiple times, who ended up getting his own series of books. which were pretty good. I liked. Anyway, the first 3 that he did or whatever. Not Jaraxel. Jaraxel was the dark elf. Crap, I can't remember his name. But anyway, that would be assassin. So yeah, Dritz would not call himself assassin. So there's always some lore breaking right here. He has rapid strikes, hold mobility, performs backstab executions on vulnerable monsters. Yeah, he does do that, but he still doesn't consider himself an assassin. Can trigger a team attack by performing parry or backstab. Strength of 7. What stats are these? I thought Dritz's strength stat was like 14 or something like that, actually I think it might be 16. They must do stats differently in this game as opposed to D&D stats, so I guess it makes sense as dex stat. Charisma 5. Like, all the ladies want him, and he has like a great personality. I think his charisma's higher in D&D stats too, so I don't know what you're talking about, game. Ultimate attack, Astral Companion, Windwyver. I think that's how you're supposed to pronounce it, but I could be wrong. Yeah, that's a panther statue that he got, like... Did he get... No, I don't think he got it in the Underdark. I think he got it in the Crystal Shard Tower, maybe. I might be misremembering my stuff, though. But anyway, it's an idol that summons forth a panther once a day that has become more than just a magical item, but a boon companion to in his lonely nights or days. They bundle up together to, live out in the wilderness, because he's a ranger, so he lives out in kind of the wilderness and stuff like that. But anyway, Gwynwyver attacks random targets within 200 meters of Dritz and is immune to damage. Man, these numbers probably mean all this description is probably just gibberish to like people who don't know anything about the world. Catti-brie, the adopted daughter of, the adopted daughter of Brunar Battlehammer. I forgot what her original story was. I think her family is just a tribe of humans or something like that, and then Brunar came across her at some point, and then it decided to adopt her into his dwarven clan. So she's basically been raised by dwarves her whole life. Yet she became an archer, which I think she was taught archery skills from Dritz, if I remember correctly. I mean, she knew some stuff, but Dritz knew some archery skills, so he taught her a bit. She can do some melee, but yeah, in the book she was mainly an archer for the most part. But yeah, that's her. They've changed her design quite a bit in the books. In the books, she had like long brown hair that was, I think, tied up in like not dreads, but like multiple layers or something like that. They kind of shortened her bund her hair, which I guess makes sense in a combat world. But in fantasy and D&D, you can pretty much do whatever you want because you can kind of throw the modern day sensibilities out the window. So I'm not sure if I'm a fan of that design, but yeah, whatever. This is what the team wanted to do. Dritz is pretty close to how he's designed in the. There's a good. The books actually have pretty good cover art about what the characters look like. That's how I go by, which is weird. They kept Dritz kind of similar to the same of how he looks in the books, except does his shin guards have a D? Oh no, there's a circle. I thought it said D for Dritz. I was like, really? No. Yeah, Catti-brie didn't. I mean, she wore leathers, but definitely not something like that. I kind of wish they kept with the original art design from those books, which I'll talk about when I get to Wolfgar. Man, they changed him quite a bit. Yeah, she's human. She's a fighter. She's also chaotic good. I thought she was neutral good in stat wise. She's an archer sniper, and she'd probably prefer an archer. Punishes foes at long range with arrows. Performs acrobatic flips to keep a safe distance. Can trigger a team attack by performing a parry or landing the last hit on a monster with an aimed arrow strike. Yeah, it makes sense her strength is low and her dex is. I think, although Dritz's stats are better than hers in almost every way. I'm trying to think if she was much of a tactician. I think she was in the books, to an extent anyway. She has arcane arrows. Arrows have a large hit radius, deal bonus damage, and pierce through breakable objects and monsters in a straight line. Yeah, she has, was it Heartseeker, Heartbreaker? I forgot her bow. But yeah, it's a magical bow, so every arrow she shoots from that bow does magical damage. I think it does like missile, like force damage, if I remember correctly. Force damage basically is just an arrow of like basically magical force that just breaks through defenses and stuff like that. And I think she even has a satchel of infinite arrows, so she can just shoot that thing whenever she wants. Oh wait, no, I think the bow produces a light. No, I might be thinking of the cartoon, but I think she has a magical satchel with infinite arrows on it. But yeah, when she puts the arrow to the bow, it does magical force damage. And yeah, it's either I think it's Heartseeker is the name of her bow. But I forgot which. I think Dritz had it and gave it to her. I think, but no wait. Or did they get in the Black Dragon's Den? Man, it's been so long, I've forgotten little details about the game. But anyway, Wolfgar. That's not Wolfgar. It looks like he's supposed to have long blonde locks and a horn helmet similar to the dwarves. And I think in his original picture, at least by the time this game takes place, he doesn't have quite that big of a beard at this point. And what's with the outfit? Well, actually, the outfit's pretty close. And I thought the hammer he used. No, the hammer he used is smaller. It's a single-sided hammer, if I recall. Maybe I am misremembering, because I could have swore his hammer is similar to like Thor's in design. It's similar to Mjolnir. It's more of a single-handed hammer that he uses to attack things with. I'll have to look that one up. I might be incorrect on that one, but I could have swore it was just a single-handed hammer and not a two-handed. But no, actually, no. I think I'm misremembering. I think it is like this. So, but anyway. Yeah, Wolfgar, he's a human barbarian who I don't think at this time he's an adopted son of Bruenor. He eventually does become it in the books, if not already, because his whole tribe got wiped out and Bruenor decided to adopt him as well. So yeah, Bruenor adopted Wolfgar and Catti as his children, because I don't think Bruenor ever had children of his own. No, he never did. So in the books, yeah, he's barbarian. He's chaotic good. Yeah, he takes after Drizzt a lot. Although he has a rivalry with him, which I'll talk about when we actually get into the game. I've already spent too much time talking about the characters not playing the gosh darn game. Role: he's an assault shock trooper, heavy armor, breaking strikes, makes monsters vulnerable to follow-up attacks, can trigger a team attack by performing a parry and powered strike. I should have been talking while I was playing the game. I'm sorry, folks. I just got into discussion mode and I lost track. Yeah, high strength, that makes sense. Wrath of Tempest. Yeah, Tempest is the god he worships in D&D. Press and hold R2 to perform a spin of fury, which deals massive damage in a medium run. And then we got Bruenor Battlehammer himself, the most famous dwarf in D&D, next to like Thimbledorf Plint and the Druid Dwarf, which I forgot his name off the top of my head. Well, I wonder if they make an appearance in the game. He's a shield dwarf, which is just a dwarf that's just hardier than in some areas. He's a fighter. He's neutral good. Yeah, that makes sense. He's a tank. Well, he does wear heavy armor. I guess what they mean when they mean roll, they mean in-game mechanics. Tough as nails, frontline and threat managing expert, can trigger a team attack by performing a parry or exhausted execution. Yeah, he has high con, that makes sense. Clan Battlehammer, that's the clan of dwarves he belongs to. He's the king of them. Yeah, at this point he's the king, yeah. Except in the beginning of the books, he doesn't have like a huge domain. He just has like a small tribe in the Icewind Dale Mountains. But one of the big plots of the story is him finding finding his ancestral home that had once been overrun by like I think it was drow or maybe some other creature. I just know in a black dragon, stuff like that, and that's a series of books is going to find his ancestral home and everyone comes with him. Clan Battlehammer, a banner that creates a sphere of powerful magic. The sphere grants significant physical and elemental resistance to all allies within the radius. So well, I'd be beholden not to play the most famous character in D&D, so let's play as Drizzt.
Kren Shinabon, the Crystal Shard, forged from the magic of 7 liches, but with a treacherous will of its own. For thousands of years, the shard lay forgotten beneath the snows of Icewind Dale. There it waited, until some fool, a would-be wizard lusting for power beyond his due, answered the shard's call. Akar Kessel claimed the shard, and used its power to summon armies of evil creatures to his banner. From his crystal tower, he set them loose upon the Dale and the people of 10 towns. But we would not stand by and watch this tyrant destroy our homes. We companions rallied the united peoples of 10 towns and held our ground at the walls of Bryn Shannon. Chased Kessel to the slopes of Kelvin's Cave. When the shard realized that we had won, it abandoned him. It disappeared once again under the snows, along with Kessel himself. With Kessel gone, we thought the war was over. We were wrong. Though the crystal shard was lost, still it called to those who craved power. It's called Strong. And from across the realms they came. But we answered a call of our own. A call to stand together against this Dark Alliance. And defend our home against the threat of Krenshinabar.
Okay, so I guess I think that might be modifying the story a bit, because I don't think that ever occurs. So even though this takes place after the Crystal...
Wow, a drow in Icewind Dale. I mean, Regis told me you lived out here protecting everyone, but, you know, you guys don't have the best reputation.
I'll protect the Dale with my life. But who are you? You say Regis sent you?
Kartik Stoneroller, merchant extraordinaire. Friend of your friend, Regis. And here at his request, to make sure you have everything you need for a fair price, of course.
Regis is the halfling rogue that joins the party, but I guess because he's not... He can do combat, but he's kind of more of a, sneaky, so it makes sense that he's not a playable character in this. Although I'm surprised, I wonder where he's at, though. Free health potions, compliment of Regis. I've got a store full of them if you know where to use them.
Giant crafted, but not like a part of a ruin. Like these chunks just fell from the sky.
No, the name doesn't sound familiar as a merchant. I think they just came up with it for the game mechanics. Oh, anything else? Nope, nothing else. Oh, okay.
Take a look through
and this game does, similar to Baldur's Gate, it has a drop loot mechanic, so you have to loot and equip all your stuff. But it looks like this one has a few more. So you got your weapons. Why would Dritz trade his scimitars? He's got a Icing Fang and Twinkle, I think it is. I think it's Twinkle. No, it's Twinkle and like Icing Death or whatever. They're like magical blades, like +3 magical blades. Why would he change out his weapons for some random drop? Yeah, unfortunately, it's just a game mechanic. Same thing. Why would he change out his outfit?
He has the best stories.
Yeah, I don't know.
See you around.
Yeah, Regis would. Okay, it looks like it's a standard camera. Right camera does that. Looks like it placed it. It basically, what's the word? It has like a lock-on look. So even though I'm not locked on, that's how he moves. And so instead of his body completely turning left or whatever, he's still looking where the camera is. So yeah, aim, parry or block, attack, heavy attack, jump.
So, you killing lots of bad guys and taking their stuff?
Not so much. But yeah, I think this whole Dark Alliance thing was just made up for the... Because I don't recall... Because they beat Chris... I'll have to read... I'll have to read the books. I might be a little bit behind when it comes to certain details, so... So I don't want to say everything for true. There are a lot of things I've said that are accurate, but I assume this is a practice range for like Caddybury, because I don't remember... Dritz does have a bow, but he doesn't use it as often. I mean, he uses it when he needs to. To access the campaign, interact with the world map. Start with the Trials of Tempest, where you can practice combat with Tempest, the Lord of Battle. Oh, we can just talk to gods and deal with gods. Great. Complete quests in the world map to progress of the campaign. Each quest is made up of 3 acts, so they're kind of sticking with the Baldur's Gate version, to an extent, anyway. And yeah, this is the hub area. We come back here every time to do stuff. I assume we can store our treasure here. Oh. I wonder if you get that from, like, doing stuff online or whatever, or from drops from the campaign.
I mean, what would you do without me?
So, I mean, there are similarities to this. I guess that's Tempest. But there are similarities to this Baldur's Gate, or the Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance, so I can see that they did take some stuff from that. I mean, of course, the whole hub area is common in most games nowadays, but I'm just trying to take the similarities from the other series. So let's do a mission, I guess, and see. Obviously, if I was playing online or with other people, I'd be playing with multiple other characters. So I guess this is Act 1, or is it just, or is every area part of a Chapter 1? And then, yeah, the companions, Furious Wendell, the Goblin Shard, Verbeeg's Jamboree. Oh, the Verbeeg, yeah, they're a type of giant creature. Man, never heard that name in a while. People don't use them very much in campaigns. So, the Mask of Kelvin, Crystalline Dreams, and the Order of the One Light. Okay, so anyway, we need to go to the Trials of Tempest if we want it optional. Tempest, Lord of Battle, calls forth the greatest warriors of Icewind Dale to prove they are ready to face the challenges yet to come. Well, aren't we heroes by this point? Do we really need a tutorial? Well, I mean, I'm going to do it anyway just because. Tempest, Lord of Battle, yeah. Okay. Okay. Is it loading it up or something, or? Oh, yeah, I guess. Oh, okay. And then we go through a teleporter, even though we wouldn't have, even though we don't have access to teleportation at this time in the story. But whatever. It's like I said, game mechanics. I'm just trying to make sense of it from a, you know, the world of D&D ideas and concept. You know, I guess that's Gwen Wyver as the loading icon. Makes sense. Four objects containing information about Icewind Dale and its denizens. They can be found by exploring the game world. There actually is a game called Icewind Dale, interesting enough, but I think Dritz makes an appearance in it, but it's not focused on him. It's just an adventure in the Icewind Dale place. I don't remember that one as much because there's not a lot of character.
We will test the lessons learned at the Melee Make Fair, and I will judge your worth.
I guess that's Tempest talking to us. But in that story, there is a story, but there's not like a lot of unique characters. You basically create your own characters in that one. I'm more of a fan of characters with already personality instead of being created one, even though it's supposed to be basically be... Oh, he throws his blade? Really? But he doesn't have a returning weapon or anything like that. That's Wolfgar's thing. Wolfgar's a hammer can return, just like Mjolnir, which is probably where the design of it was. I heard the AI in this game is kind of dumb, too. I don't know how it is in the practice area, but I've heard it's the main. Let's see. Now we have to beat one with fierce attacks, I guess. I'm not sure. The voice, the guy who's doing Dritz sounds familiar, but I can't quite picture it off the top of my head. I've probably heard of the anime and stuff like that, I bet. I don't think it's Troy Baker. I think it sounds like someone else, but okay. Perform a 4-hit combo. Hey, did you moon me, dude? There we go. I guess I have to do that multiple times. Well, I am Dritz Doer, and I am the bestest ever. I already know about the ranged attack. Yeah, I don't know how Dritz would care about throwing. I think the reason they didn't give him a bow is they didn't want to steal Catti-Brie's thunder. Because she is the bow user, so, but even though realistically in D&D, multiple characters would do that too. Because you wouldn't hold off on a weapon in combat if it's the most advantageous. Yeah. Jump. Yeah. I probably could have skipped the tutorial. Looks like there's really nothing story-wise to it. Yeah, Dritz. I don't remember Dritz being able to shadow evade or anything like that. That's not an ability he has. At least not that I'm aware of. Yeah, sorry, this whole game is probably going to be me complaining about the, whoops, but it's probably me going to be complaining about how this is lore breaking. Oh, you can parry attacks. There we go. Yeah, I've never been very good at parrying in any game. I'm always too skittish. Which is weird. I've been able to beat like Sekiro, which is a heavy parry game. But somehow I still have trouble with it, despite me being able to beat that game. I'm not lying. I have beaten Sekiro without cheats or anything like that. So I just, you know, okay, lock on target, lock on target, lock on target. And then change it. Yeah, that's pretty straightforward. Fill the ultimate bar before combos. Once bar, you can activate your ultimate combo. I assume it's just a combination of strikes to consumables. Oh, it says potion. So, okay, it's up. Okay.
Your enemies tremble before you.
Fill the ultimate. Okay, I've already done that. So. I assume we just go into like speed mode or something like that. Oh. Sorry, the way that this recording setup is, it cuts off a piece of the screen, and I can't quite get it to not do that. Like when I play my games regularly on my TV, I don't have an issue with that, but when I use my recording setup, it cuts off pieces of the image. Yeah, I don't know how to fix that, so. Oh, now I have to activate it again. Oh, well, I've already done that, so let's try it again. said actually. Well, like I said, I can't see the whole. Can't. Oh yeah, there's Gwyn Wyvern like attacking things.
Fearless warrior drow, yet still I
Okay,
sense
square
fear
for
in
empowered. There we go. Huh, interesting. Oh, they all die after I. Oh no, open the chest. Okay. Yep, get all the random loot. Woot woot! Look at that fat loot. There we go.
race drow. And you'll need that and more for the challenge.
Get a rare drop. Ooh. Collect loot from opening chests and defeating foes. Loot can be collected from the base camp at the loot chest. Oh, okay. So we do it after we finish a mission or whatever. Jeez, I was pressing continue. I wasn't doing anything. So, okay, that's pretty much it. Yeah, it was pretty much stuff I could have figured out while playing. But yeah, for people who want to know, because sometimes tutorials, every once in a while, they do tell you an option that you were surprised that was there if you didn't read it. But very rarely does that happen. I think I can only count a handful of times where the tutorial actually taught me something really interesting about the game mechanics I just didn't learn from my own playthrough. So, okay, well, let's do another mission. Yeah, the game's got to tell me everywhere where I need to go. Oh, I guess I have to. Oh, I thought I did have to. Oh no, that's never mind. I was thinking of something else. So. All right, let's just do a straight regular mission because we don't have to do that anymore. Well, actually.
Saw a troll the other
Okay,
day.
no, it
Ever
doesn't.
get a whiff of those
Okay, so I guess the next option is the companions of Icewind Dale. So 3 acts in this one. Let's see. Brunar's people have fled their home, driven out by new threats that have come to claim the Crystal Shard. I guess this is... I guess we're at the... Well, no, it says Icewind Dale still. But yeah, I think in the books, I think they just... They defeat the Crystal Shard, they save 10 towns, and then Brunar gets the gets the adventure bug in his head and then hears about his old Mithril Hall, which he convinces the group to go after it. So yeah, they leave Icewind Dale behind. So this whole Dark Alliance thing never occurs in the books, from what I remember. So yeah, another game mechanic. So the United Peoples of Icewind Dale had defeated Kessel's armies.
The United Peoples of Icewind Dale had defeated Kessel's armies and destroyed his crystal tower. But the dwarven warriors of Clan Battlehammer returned home to find their halls overrun, their people fleeing the valley. We rushed to their aid, fighting our way through the goblins in Verbeeg to find the goblin commander and put an end to this siege.
So this is, they've have Mithril Hall at this point, I guess? Or no, I guess this must be their home in Icewind Dale. Okay. Anyway. Oh, and then we can choose our difficulty? Oh, and that's how hard the encounter is?
So bright up here. How did these stand it?
I guess I can't do the hard modes yet. I guess we'll do a Guardian? I don't know. Oh, combat, but it's based off our combat power, so because I only have one player, I should do Adventurer. I'll try Hero then. See what happens. I'll probably regret it, but who knows. Like I said, I've heard the AI in this game's kind of dumb, and the game gives you weirdly high drops, at least before any patching. Like I said, this is pre-patched, so we'll see what happens. It depends on the game. Sometimes I'll let the game patch itself, and other times I'll play it bare bones and see like what the game was like before they go, oh god, we got to patch it because we made some problems. But yeah, overall, from what I understand, now I usually try not to go into these first impressions with being influenced by review scores and stuff like that. But I have heard overall that people weren't enjoying this, and it had its whole set of issues. So I can see where they're coming from, like right from kind of the beginning part of it. But we need to play like a whole area and a story before I have any idea. But yeah, the game is a bit lore breaking in that regard. I mean, I'm not like a hardcore lore guy, but I like it to be semi-consistent. So it keeps you invested if everything is consistent. If everything, like people write stuff wrong or character, actions differently than what they would usually do, it kind of definitely throws you out of the moment. So it kind of makes it harder to invest in characters and places. So. Yeah, I was about to say they can't be Icing Death because at the beginning of the Crystal Shard like book, or like somewhere in between that book, Icing Death gets killed by Wolfgar and Dritz. So he never had a mate in the book, so yeah, they're adding characters
to this invasion. I'll not rest until I see the dwarves back safe in their homes.
I assume if there's multiple characters, maybe they interact with each other while they're talking. If you're by yourself, obviously, you talk to yourself, which is what Dritz tends to do a lot anyway, because he's a loner. This basically only follows the first book to a point, and then it basically makes up its own story. Because none of this is part of the books or whatever. So, I mean, which is fine, I guess. It's just Anyway, the road ahead is dangerous and foul with foul creatures. Drawn to battle by the shard's ominous power. Press 1 to perform... Oh, I know all that already. I did the tutorial. Oh, sorry. Special attacks lower your maximum stamina. Okay, the tutorial didn't talk about stamina. But, short rest. Oh, short rest is a 5th edition term where you take a rest in the middle of an adventure to get back certain abilities. Form parries using stamina bonuses. Defend, block, or tap. Yeah, to parry. 0 to evade. Okay, it was just talking about stamina being a thing, so you can't just spam attacks, but the old Baldur's Gate you could, and you kind of needed to be able to attack whenever. So yeah, they made up not ice. Oh crap! This is a trap. Oh, I did not realize that I was getting hurt. Huh. Well then. I just thought it was ice. I didn't think it was a trap. Well then. Yeah, I should have known just from the ice dudes, but how can you get through this without dying, though? Or without I guess you just have to make the right jumps or something like that. Oh, no, apparently not. Huh. Okay. Interesting. You can't even jump through it. I guess you either need an ability or you need to turn off the trap or something that'll help you get through the trap or something like that. Oh yeah, respawning is if you had companions, they would be able to revive you and stuff like that.
Bruner's aid in the war against Kessel left his people exposed.
Yeah, that's the same. Okay, that's what you get for just straight going after treasure and everything like that. Can I get that? Okay, I can.
Safe in their homes.
I guess you use crystals for drops or upgrades or something like that. I guess I don't know. I guess as we play the game, we'll find out. So yeah, maybe you can grab like a torch or something like that to be able to get through. Well, I already grabbed the chest anyway, so it doesn't matter. Other than having to take a while to get back to a spawn point, is there really any negatives to spawning at any point? Maybe I should keep get to like the supplies or whatever before I start oh yeah. Oh, we're warmth, so now we can go through. I assume with that, now that we have that mechanic, we can go over. If I can make this jump. There we go. Yeah, see, we have to collect the stuff. Collect the stuff. I'm already out of warmth. Okay. Well, is there any other? No. Well, that sucks. Alright, just have to take the damage. Crap. Man, you don't get warmth for very long, do you? Oh yeah, you can't double jump. I don't know why I was thinking I could double jump. Maybe if I get back to the fire, it'll reduce the slow condition. Yeah. I don't know, maybe there's an item later on you can get like a torch that prevents that, but yeah, I've already taken a ton of damage, so. Alright. Can I actually make the jump? Ugh. Well, you gotta give the game credit. At least it's not being like PG-13. It's being pretty, like a lot of modern games try to like make things too like clean. And D&D like is clean to an extent. It's not like Warhammer Fantasy, but it is. Look how long it took them to recognize me. Yeah, I heard the enemy AI is kind of like stupid. Like you can kind of just almost walk up to them and attack them without. Yeah, look at that. They're not even attacking me like regularly. They're just kind of waiting for me to go. And I'm playing on normal mode apparently. And I grabbed a tome. Whatever that does. Although if I do die in this game, it probably will be from either traps or whatever. It probably won't be from monsters. It'll probably be from maybe like bosses and stuff like that. Bosses or traps. That's what I'm thinking. So, and of course, all these and I assume these are all goblins. So, yep, they know what I am apparently. Who knew? Didn't know all goblins knew about Drow. Oh yeah, I was trying to think of like who the actual. What is that? Oh, that was a. See, I died from a trap, not from the actual enemies. I died from the trap itself. I was wondering. I was thinking of like Baldur's Gate version of the barrels where you ignite them, but in this case, you just attack them and it ignites them. Huh. Well then, the famous Drit Steward and dies by ice and barrels of explosives.
Bruno's aid in the war against
Return to party leader. I'm party leader.
I'll not
Like,
rest until I see the dwarves
I'm the only
back
party
safe
leader,
in
so.
their homes.
Yeah, apparently, you would think the game wouldn't repeat this over and over again because, you know, we heard it, but I'm already seeing a trend of badness here. But whatever. Yeah, if it's repeating that again. I assume it just repeats the encounter because I died, yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, no death to the actual enemies themselves, death by trap and stuff like that, which makes sense in D&D. That's usually has a combination of traps and stuff like that. Oh, gotta let my stamina refill. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about waiting for a game that's supposed to be kind of a hack and slash. You'd think I wouldn't have to worry about stamina. Yeah, sometimes stamina in a game can become more of a heartache or headache than an actual like realistic thing. You know, like why do people want to mess with an extra? Oh, did someone actually hit me? No, I thought someone hit me with a hammer or something like that. Alright. Yeah, oh, there's I assume he was using like an ability or something like that. Because I saw like that, I guess it was like an arrowing ability or something like that. Oh, there's short rests. Appear when all monsters in areas have been slain. Take a short rest will replenish usables, abilities, and service checkpoints. When a short rest is used, defeated monsters will respawn. If unused, short rests give a bonus to loot rarity. Oops, I think I accidentally pressed a button that activated my abilities. Oh well. Golden points. Whatever these rare crystals do. I guess I'm supposed to activate that, I guess I'll increase loot rarity? Oh, it just automatically did it. Huh. Okay, whatever. I didn't actually press anything, but okay. Yeah, there's treasure just over here. Which we'll get, I guess we'll get whenever we finish the dungeon area. Oh, I guess it's just the treasure. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Well, I guess I'll just play the level before I make a decision or whatever. Oh, that's just, I was just supposed to I thought we were going to use it for something, but... Yeah, for a second I thought it was like they were going to give us the Black Dragon or something like that. I was like, well, that shouldn't be until Mithril Hall, and then I was like, they showed a White Dragon, I'm like, White Dragon's dead, dude.
I'll break this siege and then see what damage has been done within.
And Verbeeg are just supposed to be basically giant, almost like giant mini giants or something like that. But the way they use them, they look more like ogres in this game than Verbeeg. You know, and how many people are gonna know what Verbeeg are that aren't D&D people who are aware of D&D? Maybe it's better to hit this from range or something like that. That way I'm not in the range of the explosion. Another treasure chest. Open sesame. Yeah, I really should stop complaining about, right, they said you can only deal with equipment when you beat a level, right? Yeah. Oh, and this is where we can get the mission details and the icon legends. Huh. Jeez. It looks like word vomit to me. I mean, I know what all that is, but sometimes, like, games will just, like, shove stuff on a screen and not be very intuitive with their, like... I assume this is like a... Oh, my stamina is low. I wonder if that's just from using too much stamina or something, or... But, yeah, you can tell my stamina bar is like lower than it usually is. Unless someone used an ability on me that I'm not aware of. Oh, they're actually being a bit more, what's the word? They're actually being a bit more aggressive. I'm actually kind of surprised. Maybe it's because I was too close to them or something like that. So, well, maybe me saying that the AI is kind of dumb, maybe a bit wrong in this case. Let's see what we got here. Nah, more gold. I guess we can go to Regis's. Actually, now that I think about it, why isn't it Regis? I mean, yeah, he's not a merchant, but I mean, why create these new characters for this game? Why not just make it? I guess we're supposed to just drop down there. I wonder if there's like a trap on the. Oh yeah, I forgot to have my ultimates. Yeah, I guess the idea is to get them from behind, or maybe if you're Cadibri. Oh, maybe that's what you're supposed to do. Like if you're playing as like a group, Cadibri goes up here and starts sniping them from here, while your meleeers go in and just attack them head on, that type of thing. So, or you maybe activate this. Okay, I was about to say I was trying to activate the bomb. Okay, well whatever. Yeah, take him out. Windwiper. I think it's supposed to be Windwiper. I might be pronouncing it wrong. I gotta remember that. You know, look at that. The AI is just letting me wail on him. Well, I guess these goblins deserve to die then. I guess if they're just gonna. I wonder if that just means because I'm playing by myself. That I got that shit. I don't know, I could be wrong, but or maybe first time acting an ultimate outside or in the main storyline or something like that. Oh, I got tired. You can tell my. I don't know. Dritz has pretty good stamina, from what I remember. He was trained like he's. Well, I forgot how old Dritz is supposed to be by this time in the books. I think he's like over 100 by this point, maybe, or 70, something like that. Dritz is pretty old by this. Well, he's young by elf standards, but he's older than like all the characters because yeah, he's like 100 something, I think. It's been like I said, it's been a while since I've read the books. So. I guess at this point, now that we know that it's deviated from past the first book, then it's basically, you know, a free-for-all for what you consider for story purposes. You know. Uncommon things. Yeah, and I guess you do your layout before. Oh wow, this I kind of don't like lock-on. I don't know why the camera angle has bugged me. Might heal here. Oh.
I will fall without aid.
Well, Dritz, I don't know what to tell you then. Okay. Yeah, see, I don't like how the camera goes like that when I lock on. Despite it making it easier to play, I don't like that. So I'm probably gonna avoid. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like that camera angle. I think it's just because it's too close. And I don't know. Like I said, I think that might be more of a personal issue than anything, than the game itself. It's a problem. Yeah, this always looking forward is kind of a bit odd. I don't know how else they would have done it, mind you, but all I can tell you is like what I mean. The lock-on is definitely cinematic. That there, no doubting that. But I don't know, just because it gets so close, maybe it just it triggers my motion sickness or something like that when I do that. Well, I guess we have to. There's a whole. That's a whole area. I mean, I wonder if I'm supposed to go down. Usually, if you go out of the way, is usually where you get treasures and stuff like that. All right, run. Actually, how's it tell you how long your warmth lasts? Oh, there it is. Okay, I see the symbol now. There's a symbol that you can barely see it. It goes down though after a bit. So, but yeah, you can definitely tell. Let me grab that warmth again though. Probably didn't need to, but. Oh, okay. Huh. No more gold. Oh, is this just tie into the other area? Yep, so it was just, I was just going the long way if I wanted to, So where's this going? Is it just another shortcut? Oh, and then we would have jumped from there. Okay, so it's just a, if you want to get that treasure and deal with the traps.
Some more to crack 'em open. That's what you're here for, ain't it? Yes, sure, mate. They ain't looking to get hit by no dragon, you.
She's gone. Long gone. Probably.
Yet my work continues.
Yeah. So.
Stay right there, Drow.
Yeah.
Or go away.
I don't know why they just didn't. Well, I guess Verbeek worked closer with goblins. I guess it's just like, why not use ogres or giants? Because people are more used to them. I mean, I guess I'm glad that they use like an obscure like monster that people aren't too familiar with, but I don't know. I guess that's our giant creature. They kind of remind me of the. Wow. Okay. Well, there you go. There's the game teaching me how to like. Hey, by the way, not every creature can just let you smack him up. I might as well save him for being. Wait, oh, I locked on. I didn't mean to lock on. No, get out of lock on. I don't like this. Oh, is he? He seems to be getting stuck in the ground. Uh-oh. I might actually die from creature stuff. Well done, game. You're actually making me have to fight. Stop locking on, game. Oh, this is messing me up. I actually didn't mean to lock on before, so. Okay, so maybe some of the, well, the AI is done in places, but I'll admit the fact that I couldn't completely, I just wreck them with like no damage to give them for the credit for that. What is that? Tablet, huh? Okay, cool. Ow, I keep accidentally locking on, like, which I mean would help in some cases, but I should have played it regular mode, like adventure mode. Oh well. And unfortunately, I probably will have to take a short rest after this. Ah, stop it! Stop it! Stop locking on, game. I didn't mean to. Really need to learn to parry and all that other stuff instead of just butt mashing. Yeah, I keep letting my stamina wear out. Yeah, because I don't know if I care too much about loot in the long run, so I probably will just get a short rest when I get it. Well, at least now I probably will. Did he die? Oh, he did die. It just takes a. It just took a hot minute. Oh. Yeah, I probably should. Right, hold it down. Right. Well, I mean. Roasting. Oh, yeah, and it said to reset the. Does it reset the one we were just at, though? No, but it resets. If I go back to an old area, if I run backwards, it probably. Morg Thump the sticker, huh? Kind of reminds me of, what was it, Mordor or whatever, that Shadow Earth game, which was also very lore-breaking. That one, you know, where it named, like, all the orcs and everything like that. I think the idea for the concept worked, but I don't know. I guess you don't have to fight those. You could just skip them.
Now they don't run out of cards before I had my fill.
More foes to fell.
Really? You think so, Dritz? Oh, there's a ladder. So I guess if we fell, we could. That'd be a way to get back up if we want to fight that creature, that Verbeek. Yeah, I keep forgetting to use impact or whatever. Not that I need to do it all the time, but, you know. Did you actually die, or you... Yeah. Okay, so there's a slight delay with enemy death, it seems like. Because, yeah, even though I killed the guy, it showed him, like, taking a hot minute to, like, reset or whatever. I gotta remember to try and learn to parry and stuff like that, so... Because that gets you your stamina back from what I remember. Wait, did he actually... I guess I hit him before he actually struck me with the blade. Yep, and of course it's going to take a hot minute to die. This is the part where you fall down. Thank you. Try to fight that boss? Can it actually, could I just wail on him from here? I wonder if I'll accidentally, like... Oh, is he? He's trying to attack me, it seems like. Am I actually doing damage? I think he's healing. Oh no, he's taking damage. I wonder if I can destroy that. Yeah, he's in the ice thing, so he's taking damage. See? I wonder if he's gonna stay in there till he dies. Oh, no, he stopped taking damage. Huh. He's only taking damage when I hit him. Like, if I don't hit him, he doesn't take the ice damage. Wouldn't I permanently take damage if I was in the thing, though? Seems a bit... Yeah, I know I'm being a bit cheap. Because look at all the HP he's got. Now, why is my stamina not at full, though? I don't think I remembered letting my stamina run out or anything like that, so I'm not sure what gets that to occur. I guess I should probably fight him. This is getting a bit redundant. And every time you do his range attack, I slightly move forward, so I wonder if I can accidentally fall off the edge here. Yeah, this is taking a hot minute, that's for sure. Look at that. Yeah, if it was a lot more damage, I probably would let it run. But, well, the thing is, if I go in there and fight him and I get caught in that ice, then I'll take that damage, you know. I almost wish I was playing Calibri, then I could just... I assume her normal attack is bow, so I could just keep spamming my attack on her. But with Dritz, I have to... Yeah, my stamina keeps going down after a bit for some reason. Like, it gets locked for whatever reason. I guess maybe it's during an encounter, quote unquote.
Look there, boys. Me
So...
talking.
Okay. Oh. Oh, now he's taking the damage, like, regularly. Huh. How else would we get out of here outside of... I mean, there's that.
What business you got there?
No.
Hell,
I mean, I can't run into that ice dude because I don't have the warmth. I don't have any warmth ability or anything like that, so I can't do that without dying or respawning, which means I'd have to do those encounters all over again. Is there a warmth around here? I probably can't get close to it now. Oh well. All right, let's just. Oh, I guess I can. Oh yeah, I guess the game never said I was invincible during that, so. But he didn't do as much damage as I thought he would. Okay, that hurt a lot. Oh, and I guess his poison or acid or whatever. What? Nope, don't get nice. There we go. Oh, it was an optional thing. I didn't even have to do that. I wonder if there's a warmth like area around here somewhere. Because as soon as I step in there, it's gonna damage me. Let me see if there's anything up there. I don't think so. I don't think I remember seeing a... Oh, there it goes. Man, is it just me or is a lot of stuff delayed in this game? Well, I was hoping to finish the adventure before, although you can technically go through these areas again after it as much time as you want for like loot and stuff like that. So, but God, I can't. I spent so much time doing that description about the game world itself that I didn't actually that before I hit my time cap. Well, I'll skip doing that treasure because, like I said, I'm trying to show off. I guess we'll call it here. I'm sorry I didn't show a whole level. That's actually my intention was to show a whole level, but I should have just kind of gone through it instead of taking like. I think I took 20 minutes to talk about the story when I didn't actually do anything. And man, that was so. I can't believe I did that. It wasn't until after I looked, I was like, I spent like so much time like describing like this the world of D&D and everything like that, I wasn't paying attention to like I'm actually trying to record like a view of the world and everything like that. So I mean, I guess it's my videos, I can do whatever I want, but you know, I like to have like some, I don't know what the word is, like not well, I mean, entertainment, I guess, to a point. Explanation or like at least the enemy here is being a bit smarter, sort of. Yeah, let's activate the wang. I'll make this one. Make it a little easier to fight these guys if I just oh, dead. Huh. I guess Gwynwyver must have done all the damage when I summoned her. I think Gwynwyver's a her, if I recall. Uh-oh, looks like magical traps as well.
My body fails me.
What is attacking me? Maybe not supposed to go that way or something. Oh, is that how you're supposed to get... Do I take fall damage though? Well, let's see what happens if I fall, if I take fall damage or not. Oh, I don't. Huh. Interesting. Although that wasn't... it took too long getting the... Oh, there's a warp thing. I wonder if that was like that in the area I was at before. I wonder if there was a warp thing and I just missed it. Doesn't look like there's much else here. Oh, there's a treasure chest over there. Come on, hurry up. Grab the loot. Climb it. Thank you. Oh, there's a warm thing over here. Never mind. I don't know if I really care about grabbing crystals or not. I'm trying to think how much further we've got. I'll play a little bit longer, but I don't want to. Like I said, I don't want to drag this out more than I want to. I probably should have just skipped the tutorial and went straight to the level instead. But we'll beat these guys, and then I guess we'll call it after that. So. Okay, I guess these are dangerous foes because of their. Whoa! Did he throw at a? Oh, that guy hit me with a bow. That can be dangerous. So.
I might not live through this.
Oh, I got killed. Huh. Well, surprise, surprise. Actually, where's it gonna lay me at? I guess we'll find out. I assume at my last short rest, maybe. So if you don't do a short rest, well, I assume that's where it's gonna drop me out. Is because if you don't short rest, I assume it drops you at the beginning of the map. I think this is where okay, so yeah, that's the danger of like dying, is that you have to do a whole section over again. I don't know if you keep your experience. Well, no, those guys are dead, so... Let's see what happens if we go the regular way without doing that shortcut. And I assume I have to fight these encounters. I wonder if I can just skip them. Oh, that resets it. But yeah, I wonder if you can just skip certain encounters. Kind of looks like you can. Because there isn't like... Some games will do the whole... wall or force field or something like that that says you can't get past here, that type of thing.
This
so.
one will take some effort.
Yeah, I'm curious what I guess this is just a magic area. I wonder if you have to destroy these. Because it kept summoning like magical traps or something like that, so I don't know. Oh, maybe I have to come back here later or something like that. Or smack that? Huh. I guess I need an item to unlock this or something like that, so, alright. Let's just run through it. Let's see what's over here. Yeah, what are those? Oh, we can collect those? Oh, it's a runestone. As if that's obvious. I probably have to insert it in that slot over there. Oh, and that's where we just, okay, drop into that. Okay. Yeah, it is kind of funny just to see them kind of standing there. It looks like running doesn't create stamina, so... Or drain, so you can just run as much as you want. There we go. Yeah, I guess it's highlighted because it's saying, hey, by the way, this is what it was supposed to look like to open the door, so... An obvious way of opening the area, so... Let's just see what this is. collected. A feat point. A feat point? What the heck is a feat point? Unfortunately, there's no, like... Yeah, you have to do all that back at base. Whoops. You have to do that back at base camp to do all that. So whatever that feat point is, I have to wait till I beat the level to do it. So there, just gold. Oh, now we got undead. I assume I can just run past him. Yep. Well, what's the danger if you can just run across every... Well, then again, it's probably for those who die. You know, they don't want to do the whole thing all over again. So, you know, letting them be able to bypass it is probably a good measure of design for those who don't want the experience. Because obviously at some point you do need to gain levels and stuff like that to get to the next area. So, alright, we'll try beating these guys again and then I'll call it an episode. If I die again, I'll just end it there. So. Yeah, I guess this game definitely wants to promote online play, because then if you play online, you get more chances for loot or better skills. But for me, the important part is like what the story is like, and you can tell the only reason obviously the reason they're using Fritz is because he's the most well-known character. Although I don't know if he's as well-known in 5th edition circles. I know the only reason people might know of him is people who played like 2nd edition D&D, which is the one I'm most familiar with, even though I played 1st edition first. Which even 1st edition was technically before my time, because it was created like way before me. But that's the one I knew about or found out about first before 2nd edition, which is the one I played the longest. Then I kind of switch in between versions depending on how I'm feeling, or other game systems depending on like what whatever, or what I want to play, whether it be like Wild West stuff or Cyberpunk or something like that, or oops, oh, I keep accidentally. It's because I was playing another game recently that has a lock-on, but the lock-on isn't as like in your face as this one is. So I wonder if that. That's how it gets you. He does a. I wonder how far you can get your counters. Probably only so far because you have to wait for your. You have to wait for your stamina to like redo or whatever. Probably short night. Alright, go ahead. Oh, a couple of dudes appeared. Since I died, anyway. Oh, traps. Must be a trap. I think there was a class in like either Pathfinder or certain editions where you could like lay traps in the middle of battle. Oh no, actually that might be a new 5th edition thing, or I think old versions did have that too. But I think 5th edition has like a thing where you can summon traps in the middle of combat to, even though technically that's not how a trap works. But okay. Okay, did he just hit me while I was out of his range? Huh. Yeah, he hit me when I was out of his range, so I don't know how that works. Oh, well, whatever. Because I dodged out of it and I still got hit, so there must be a, what's the word? Like a hitbox issue or something like that. Because the fact he hit me when I dodged out of his range means, yeah, like I said, hitboxes might be incorrect or something like that. Slow to die again, huh? How long does it take? Looks like it takes a hot minute for him to die, too. It's like, oh, I'm just gonna wait here. Line, director. I'll have to wait and see if he drops something. Oh, another
Goblin siege engines
oh,
continue to be a threat.
what?
They
Oh,
must be
what? Wait, what?
destroyed.
Hold on. Yeah, I'll just short rest. At this point, I don't care about. I don't care about loot at this point because I'm playing single player. I only need enough loot to get from one A to the next. So, all right. I hope I'm really close because, like I said, I wanted to do all of this in one episode, but it is kind of my fault for not playing this properly. That's the only bad thing about not playing a game ahead of time is that.
Dragon kind of put a stop to it. Yeah, but we still gotta get
I was waiting for them to finish talking. The only problem with like not playing a game ahead of time is that you can't prepare for like certain like maybe ticks or issues or something like that. But you want to do like especially for people who want to you know, like first impress themselves to a game. They're like, okay, well, you know, it'd be more realistic if I didn't know what was going on, so I could kind of not be ahead of the game on this. But I don't know. I guess those are ice arrows or something like that. It's kind of weird that it's in certain areas where the enemy actually gets me. Like in other areas, they just sit there, and in other areas, they're just like, oh, yeah. Okay, I'm supposed to fight. That's right. Sorry about that. Oh, more. Oh, that's right. I forgot.
I will fall
Oh!
without aid.
I must have. Oh, yeah, in the arrow. I guess they hit me with a fire arrow or something like that. So, all right, I think we'll call it here. Yeah, sorry, I was hoping to get to at least the end of the area, but then again, there's very little story stuff outside of like cooking the map, and like little bits and pieces from the enemy, but nothing that I'm missing too much by not finishing it. So, we'll call it here. So far the game is okay. Oh, what a way to end the episode, folks. Dritz's battle model not loading in properly. He's gone invisible, folks. Oh, that seems appropriate how to end it, so... yeah, well, okay, there we go. And obviously, it's unfair because I am playing a game pre-patched, so this is what you would have gotten if you didn't have any internet access, so... Or didn't have a way to update it immediately, so... Alright, well, that's it for Dungeons & Dragons Dark Alliance. I think the game's okay. I haven't played all the characters, so I don't know how they all work, but it's basically standard hack and slash type of stuff. Seems a bit slow. Like I said, this is before patching. The AI is a bit dumb. The areas are fine, though it is a kind of a standard. But then again, the old Baldur's Gate had areas of just monster hordes. So I can't complain. I can't compare it to that in that case. It just seems a bit slower than it should be for being a hack and slash game. Obviously, I'm not the biggest fan of the story, just because they basically lore retcon stuff to basically make it possible instead of just using a good spot in the timeline to make it work. Unless I'm missing some small details that they've been adding a lot of stuff to it, which I don't know, I'm not really a big fan of adding stuff to a world that's already been predetermined. It's better to add either do it in a spot of the world that wasn't inflicted by a story before and take a place there, or do it after the books are over or at a point where there was a huge like empty spot that wasn't taken care of. I think there are a few times in the books where there's, you know, years have gone by when nothing happened. Like, so you could have easily done something in between those without breaking up the flow of the story. So, but that's more of a personal lore issue than anything like that. So what do you all think? Is this game good enough to buy for yourself, or to just rent, or just leave it on the shelf and pick up something else? I'd probably leave it on the shelf. I mean, yeah, it's cool you can play as Dritz and all them, but as of right now, it's not intuitive enough for me to keep playing. But I probably will end up beating this off screen just to show the ending of the game and see if overall my impressions have changed since then. But as of now, I'm not too impressed. But anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next game.